June is Indigenous History Month, and it's important to talk about the hardships and the hopes for the future. Leslie Hampton is a Canadian fashion designer who is passionate about her art, but also about the community, and she's joining us live this morning. Leslie, good morning, and thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let's get into this. Now, you use your platform for good, but you said, you didn't kind of grow up in the culture. And what was the third? Is it third culture that I thought I saw you speak about? Could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so I define myself as a third culture kid. So I am of Indigenous heritage. I am Canadian. I was born in Canada, but I grew up internationally. So I have all those experiences, all those influences that kind of shaped me as the person that I am today.
Which is great, because you do get those different cultures, and again, that experience of the world definitely will help in what you're doing with fashion as well. And then you're bringing the community into your fashion world as well. How does that work, and why and when did you start doing that?
Pretty much right from the beginning, we started including Indigenous people and people from all different backgrounds, body shapes, body sizes into our runway shows, lookbook shoots, and campaigns. I think increased authentic representation in film and fashion will help dismantle the negative stereotypes and stigmas told to us through colonial mentality and lens. And the history books got it so wrong. So as best that I can do through my lens of fashion, I really want to show what authentic Indigenous fashion and who Indigenous people are, and our vast range and incredible heritage.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever be able to correct those wrongs, but you're doing the best you can to represent for the community, which is amazing. And you've got a ton of accolades. Let's show off a little bit here, because your work has been featured internationally in high-profile magazines and shoots. When you see that and part of the reason of why you're doing it, how does that make you feel?
It's so inspiring. One of our biggest accomplishments for this year before the pandemic hit was being featured at the Golden Globes, having one of our gowns worn at the Golden Globes. And just to see the response that we received, not only from the Canadian fashion industry, but the Indigenous community, was really incredible. And to be able to show maybe the next Indigenous fashion designer or next Indigenous creator, maker, that they can do those big events was really the most inspiring part for us.
It is definitely inspiring. You did am I getting this right? An all Indigenous casted show for Fashion Week as well?
Yeah, so
awesome.
the show you see on the screen, all Indigenous casted. I really wanted to show the vast range of Indigenous people. We are First Nation, Inuit, or Métis, and those range all across Canada, all different backgrounds. So the physical features of Indigenous people change. So I really wanted to show that authentically in fashion, and hopefully that'll translate and inspire the next generation.
Yeah, it's definitely very cool. And something that you also do is tell us more about the red dot material. What is that about?
Yes, so specifically for this collection, I used a fabric that featured red dot embroidery dots, and I wanted that to show each dot to represent each missing and murdered Indigenous woman or girl that we have lost as a society as a whole. This loss of life is really in fact affecting all Canadians. So it's something that we all need to focus on.
Again, you're telling stories with the fashion, and using that platform in such a good way. It's so inspiring what you're doing. Where can people get more information and check you out, maybe on social media, or to be able to purchase some of your stuff as well?
Absolutely. You can find us at lesliehampton.com. We do actually have a giveaway happening right now for Indigenous Peoples Day and Indigenous History Month. So you can find that at our Instagram, Leslie_Hampton. And that's a really great giveaway because it's including 19 Indigenous-owned brands from across Canada, all put together by the brand Manitoba Muklux. So it's a really great way to discover Indigenous talent and support us.
Hey, congratulations on all the hard work you've accomplished and everything you've achieved so far. You're definitely representing not just for the community, but for all Canadians as well. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Leslie Hampton, you can get more information, of course, there. Leslie_Hampton. Indigenous History Month is what we're celebrating. And thanks again, Leslie.
Thank you.